What's going on, guys? My name is Leon. I'm a six-figure Amazon FBA seller, and today we're going to be going over Amazon FBA in 2021, what it is, plus how beginners can start by Mike Vestil. So basically there's this guy, Mike Vestil. He made a video on Amazon FBA. I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be reacting to it. I'm going to be pausing, saying my commentary on it and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get
what it is and how beginners can start earning $100 to $700 per day passively. More of that after the intro. For this week's free workshop, which is the fastest on FBA with my dad actually around 2012 and 2013. And the reason why is because we just wanted to make money online. We wanted to provide for our family. We wanted to pay off our debts. We wanted.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the reason why everybody starts FBA? You know, they want to make money online, right?
To get more freedom for ourselves. And that's the reason why me and also 2 million other people began selling on Amazon to actually make some money. But the problem with most people is no one really knows what the opportunity is. So they Google things, they YouTube things, and they still don't know what it is. So in this video, what we're gonna do is
Yeah, a lot of people will Google things and look stuff up on the internet, but there's a lot of false information out there, and you don't necessarily want to retain that information and end up doing the wrong things. Such as, you know, a lot of things in this guy's video are pretty questionable, I would say.
We're gonna break down the opportunity, decide if it's a good opportunity or bad opportunity, and see if you can still make money, and if you do, how you can actually go ahead and get started. So let's actually break down what.
I mean, FBA is always going to be a good opportunity because you don't have to run any ads and you're selling products that are profitable and really high in demand. And there's no reason why anyone shouldn't want to sell on FBA.
Amazon FBA is. All it is, it means fulfillment by Amazon. Essentially, you go.
Yeah, so fulfillment by Amazon. Amazon fulfills all your orders for you after you send an inventory, and that's pretty much it.
Get the product and create the product, or buy the product in some places like China, and then you ship it to Amazon, and they do.
Do not ever order anything from China. Don't listen to anybody that says you should source your products from China. That's not the way to do business.
Do everything else. They handle customer service, they deal with returns, they do some of the marketing for you. And that's why a lot of people like it, because, oh my God, Amazon's gonna make the money for me. I could be passive, I could live in the beach, I could go chill in Bali and spend all of my time interviewing all the successful people that live here on this weird little island. Like I said, that is what most people expect when they see, you know, the ads when it comes to Amazon FBA. But is that really the truth for the beginner that's just getting started? Let's break down exactly how you could get started first. So how I got started back in the day was I would go to Alibaba and I would just find what products that I think would sell well. And in our need.
So you're actually not going to be using Alibaba because it's just not worth it. There's going to be a lot more cost, and the shipping time is going to be crazy.
It was like barbecue supplies. So we would sell things like barbecue gloves and grill mats. So let's just type this in, barbecue gloves. And just like that, we would see all these barbecue gloves go for like $2 a piece, 40 cents and whatnot. And the first step would just be literally going up to here, clicking on this, and then finding a way if we could contact the supplier. Now, all these people are usually like in China, and this is why they're able to get like very disgustingly low prices, because it's China. And I mean, a lot of things are kind of
Getting low prices doesn't mean you have to necessarily source from China. You can get low prices from sourcing within the US as well.
Right? So I remember back in the day, you know, me and my dad would be messaging all these people from China like, hey, what kind of product is this? Oh, can you give me the specs? Oh, what's the minimum order quantity I can actually go ahead and buy? Can I put my own logo and design on it? The moment, you know, we started getting the answers to the questions that we actually enjoyed, we were like, okay, let's make a deal. So say we would go up there and say we wanted to buy like 50 to 100 of these pieces for like $1 a piece, right? That's what most people do. You need some type of startup capital for this. Say we would spend $500 on.
So as far as startup capital goes, I would say anyone can get started with a minimum $500 because you need to register an LLC, acquire a tax ID, acquire a seller's permit, and throw down some money for your first shipment as well as some software. And yeah.
On, I don't know, like on 500 of these cotton gloves or whatnot. And the next step we would do is go to Fiverr and just type in logo design. And what we ended up doing is I remember going up to here, finding someone to create a logo for me for as little as like $5. You just have to scroll around and see. I mean, this one's more affordable. It's $10, and then they'll literally do it within 24 hours, and there's 1,000 reviews. So you could just look around at what actually would fit.
So this is specifically if you were looking to create your own brand and your own logo. Personally, I never had to do this because I sell FBA wholesale.
Your budget or not. But the moment we actually got a logo design, we actually had them go ahead and, you know, put it on all of the grill mats that we were actually selling, all the barbecue gloves that we were sending it. After you brand it, the next step is you would, of course, send it to Amazon. Now, when you send it to Amazon, it would literally look like something like this. And when people type in things like barbecue gloves or grill gloves, which is what you see right here, people would go ahead, come in here and go ahead and buy this. Amazon ships the product. Amazon then handles the customer service. And if they want to return, then they'll also handle the return for you. And the coolest thing is you get paid every 2 weeks from this process. Every single time you make money from this, the cycle continues. Just go back to China, get more inventory from your suppliers, ship it back to Amazon, and you continue the process until $100 turns into $1,000, turns into $10,000, turns into $1 million, like what some people do it. But let's break down your responsibility.
That is true. So what you're going to do is that you're going to send in your inventory, and you're going to sell it, and then you're going to send in more inventory, and it's just a rinse and repeat process. But you actually have to figure out the strategy and the actions that you have to take.
Because that's the most important thing. Amazon will do most of the hard work, but you got to understand what they are expecting from you. Number one, they're expecting you to choose the right product, okay? If you lose money on choosing the wrong product, that's not Amazon's fault, that's your fault. I knew this because I remember typing in, for example, dog leashes, and I remember spending $2,000 or $3,000 on dog leashes. I'm like, oh my God, everyone loves dogs. They're gonna buy dog leashes, right? So I remember coming in here and buying a bunch of certain dog leashes, and it was kind of like this, but it was more like a bungee thing. And I ended up sending it to Amazon and just hoping that I was gonna make a bunch of money. Ended up not. I didn't do much product research into it. I didn't do much of the marketing behind it. I didn't understand how to reach my ideal customers, and because of that, I wasted a lot of money in a lot of different products in the pet niche because I just had no idea what the hell I was doing. If you choose the wrong product, you can be out of not just several hundreds or thousands of dollars, but also months of your life. Because you're dealing with China, it takes time to talk to China. It also, you have to send some samples over to your house. You have to see if it's good quality because sometimes the suppliers in China completely suck.
So what this guy is talking about is the wrong way to sell on Amazon FBA. You're not supposed to source your products from China.
Right? And it's very bad quality. You don't want to spend $2,000 on certain products if it's going to be crappy material. And then when you buy several thousands of units to your place, you literally got to see if it takes several weeks to go, like I said, from China all the way to your place.
So whenever I source my products, I actually make sure the product is going to sell, it's going to be profitable, and I'm not going to be running into any issues from analyzing the data beforehand investing in the product.
Or to a freight forwarder or to Amazon itself. So we're looking at several months, maybe 6 months before you can actually get your product live on there, right? And the worst thing is that if once your product is live, you realize that you chose the wrong product. So most of your focus is trying to find the right product. Another thing that you're responsible for is keeping your inventory in stock, okay? When this person runs out of inventory, these people aren't going to be the ones talking to your supplier. You are going to be the one that is responsible for that. If you do not keep your inventory in stock, what happens is this gets removed from the top of the listing and it starts getting lower and lower and lower in the search engine result, which all Amazon is. It's like a search engine which people go ahead and buy. People are typing in grill gloves or dog leashes or heat proof or silicone. These are all the things that people are actively searching for. If you do not keep yours in stock and someone types in grill gloves and yours is on here but you're out of stock, guess what? You're out of luck. They're going to start dropping you even though you might be higher in the algorithm or in the search engine. And last but not least is you're also responsible for marketing, okay? The thing about this is there's literally 2 million sellers plus on Amazon. And just with grill gloves alone, you see all of these different competitors. Odds are, if you're the 1,000th person making grill gloves, you're probably not going to show up on the first page of, Amazon for the search word. You're probably going to be all the way at the end of this, right? If I'm going to type this in, you're literally maybe on the 18th page at this point, right? No one ever goes to this far in the search engine for Amazon, right? So you're going to have to figure out some other marketing things. You're going to have to maybe figure out Facebook ads. That's what we ended up doing. One of the products that we could not sell on Amazon, we started selling.
So personally speaking, with the method that I use, I've spent $0 and 0 cents on ads for all of my products.
With Facebook ads through Shopify and our own e-commerce programs. That's exactly how we started actually with Shopify because we couldn't sell some products on Amazon. But those are essentially all the benefits or all the responsibilities. Number one, choosing a product. Number two, keeping it in stock. And number three, marketing. Now let's talk about the benefits that come with this when you actually have a good product that you picked. Number one, it's passive income. You're not dealing with customer service. You're not dealing with complaints. You're literally just, we're out of inventory. Go to China, buy product, have them send it to Amazon. And just like that, that's really it. You can even hire somebody else to do that for you. It's pretty inexpensive. And just like that, that's where the passive income lifestyle in all the ads that you see actually make their money. The second thing is you don't have to deal with logistics. I ran an e-commerce company in the past and it's a nightmare. I remember coming back from traveling a lot and it's literally seeing 50 returns that I had to deal with. I had to deal with, realizing what I'm going to do with the returns. I had to deal with a customer service. I had to build an email marketing team. I had to build a customer service team. I had to deal with all these things and it was very, very complicated. For people that aren't that tech savvy, it's very simple. With Amazon FBA, you were like, we're out of stock. Click buy from China, have them send it to Amazon, and just like that, you're making money.
So what he's talking about is completely false. That's not how it works. You're not going to just order from China and that's it. There's more that goes into it. It's not to say that it's complicated and people can't do it. Really, anyone can do it, but it's really not what he is, trying to make it sound like. Also, don't ever order from China.
You don't have to manage returns. You don't have to deal with customer service. It's very quick delivery, which means the customers are very happy. And not just that, but like Amazon Prime is literally like crack cocaine to most people in America. Like literally people spend thousands of dollars every single year on Amazon just because you click a button and for some reason it just shows up within 2 days, right? That instant gratification is literally like a drug to most people. And that's why like every single second I think Jeff Bezos makes like $200,000 or something ridiculous like that. It's because a lot of people are already on Amazon. And millions of people are already searching on it because like how you would search for problems on Google, people are searching for products they want to buy on Amazon. Now let's talk about the disadvantages. Number one, of course, it costs money. Okay, every single time someone makes a sale on Amazon, you literally have to pay Amazon a certain fee and they'll literally take it away from your profits, right? So if you're selling a lot of products, expect smaller profit margins if you're dealing with things under like $30. Another thing.
What I will say about that is that whenever it comes to fees, obviously there's going to be fees with selling on Amazon. Everybody should know that Amazon isn't going to just let you sell on their platform for free and fulfill all of your orders for you for free. That's just not how it works. They have to get a cut as well. And another thing too, whenever it comes to selling products that are $30 or under and stuff like that, you can still get a really good profit margin. Whenever you're doing lower priced products, you can just do higher volume.
Also going to be more likely chances of returns because Amazon has great customer service and they're always going to side with the customer. Expect your returns for Amazon FBA to be a little bit higher than if you were going to do, your own website on Shopify. Another thing is sales tax is pretty complicated. I'm not a tax advisor, I'm not a tax consultant, this isn't financial advice. One of the hardest things that most people do and have with e-commerce is dealing with the sales tax when it comes with Amazon. Because you got to understand, each state in the US has different sales tax laws and codes and
it's literally just as simple as going on your Seller Central account, downloading your tax documents, and you're set. It's really not complicated at all. Do not listen to this guy. He has no idea what he's talking about.
And whatnot, you have to be able to report on all that, and it's just confusing and it's a logistical nightmare. And I guess the biggest disadvantage is how much cost upfront you're willing to invest before seeing if you're actually going to make enough money or not, right? For one single test of a product, you would need maybe a couple thousand of dollars, right? And not only that, but you may need like 3 to 6 months of
So that's actually not true. You do not need a couple of thousand of dollars to get started with their first product. I have people that get started with as low as $400 or $500 investing into a product.
testing, right? So
and also you don't need to test your product either because you know it's going to sell.
the barrier of entry is a lot higher and expect you to actually break even with your initial investment maybe after a year or two, right? So if you're trying to get rich quick with Amazon, it's probably not going to be the best thing because it's an actual business and it takes time. You have to deal with China. That takes several weeks to communicate.
You do not have to deal with China. It definitely does take time. It's not an overnight thing, but it's not going to take a year to 2 years to be profitable with FBA.
And actually send products to you. Not a lot of people factor in the fact that since you're dealing with China and all the confusion that deals with like sending products from China over here.
Once again, you are not going to be dealing with China.
It's just like a logistical nightmare. And if you don't have $5,000 to $10,000 up front, probably Amazon FBA is not going to be for you. But if you do, let's talk about how to become successful. Remember, product research is 80% of the battle. 80%. And how you do that is you literally go to Amazon and what I like.
So that's actually false. It is not 80% of the battle. I would say it's about 20% of the battle. I would say 80% of the battle is going to be doing the supplier research because you need to do your supplier research.
Doing is go to the reviews and you got to find out how you can actually improve certain products. That's exactly how people like literally do the best is when they find out what people complain about and they made a better product. Number two, figure out how to bundle products. Now, if you could see, and I go into this barbecue glove right here, this is what I did in the past. I would find out that people were buying grill gloves, but if I scroll down, they were also buying this in return, and the total price was $32. So what I ended up doing was I literally took two products and just put them together and just made them as if they were one product on Amazon. That way people would see like a higher perceived value and then end up buying it for me. I literally did that with barbecue gloves and like those meat train claws, which were like this. And as you can see, this is a typical example of bundling. You have grill gloves, you have this brush, and then you have these meat gloves. I was like one of the first ones that actually bundled the meat claws to the grill gloves, and that's what allowed me to kind of stick in front of the competitors. Another thing is learning SEO or search engine optimization. You got to figure out how, when someone types in grill mat or grill gloves, how to actually get your product to be the...
So with the method that I use, you do not need to do any search engine optimization or find out, if people are going to be able to find your product from typing in certain key terms.
Number one ranking thing on there. The biggest thing is, of course, reviews. But, of course, you can see the titles playing to a big role. Not just that, but the exact description. All of these add to certain things that people are actually typing for. And last but not least, if you really want to become successful with this, you got to learn how to build a brand off of Amazon. That's what most people don't want to hear. They're like, oh my God, I wanted to get rich with Amazon FBA, but then they don't realize that you have to build your own brand separate from Amazon. Right? The successful people are the ones that build a brand. And if you're not willing to do all that, don't worry. We have a free workshop in the link below, which is a faster and easier way to make money online. Sign up for the link below.
So that's actually the wrong way to be selling on Amazon. The right way to be selling on Amazon is selling name brands that already sell.
If you're new to the channel and you want to find out more ways to make money online, make sure you subscribe to my podcast on my homepage and check out all these other people that made millions of dollars in various other businesses online and ended up leaving America or Australia or Canada and now live in Asia and Bali and Thailand. It's pretty dope. That being said, I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.
Alright, so quick recap. What the fuck was this guy talking about? He was basically saying that, you know, you need to build a brand and order from China and do search engine optimization, and you know it's going to take a long time to deal with China. And he's basically talking about private label, building your own brand. That's the wrong way to sell on Amazon. The right way to be selling on Amazon is to be selling wholesale name brands. Okay, whenever you're selling these wholesale name brands, you don't need to run any ads or run any search engine optimization or anything like that, because it's already selling. People are already ordering it. You can see it's doing 20,000 orders a month, 10,000 orders a month, 15,000 orders a month. You already see that before you actually invest into the product. And then you crunch your numbers and you find out exactly how much you're going to be making and how much you're going to be spending on the product. That's going to be it for this video. Check me out on Instagram. Check out my other videos. If you want to work with me, send me a DM on Instagram. And that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys later.